Any guesses on which way to go? Every time I walk down a street, it spins and tells me to go on the next street. So, I already tried that way. So try this way.
It's really a bad reception out there. Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? Where you at?
Good morning. We didn't really end the vlog yesterday because we ate some pizza about 7 o'clock at night and then passed out from traveling for 28, 30 hours in a row.
It's a long day.
So our original goal today was to get up super early and go see some of the more touristy things here in Venice, like St. Mark's Square and the Doge's Palace. However, we did not get up early like we planned. And so we started the morning with some cappuccino and a pastry, and now we're about to go embrace the madness.
Zero-sum game that I will lose. There's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more?
So when we were looking at where to stay in Venice, we actually chose an AirBnB that was further away from some of the tourist attractions. And so we're in a part of the city that's called Carnegie, I believe is how you pronounce it. And it's more residential. Like last night, there was kids out playing, soccer and just people walking their dogs. It's about a 15-minute or so walk to the big square. And so as you can see, there's not very many people around, and I feel like that's going to be very different here in about 5 minutes.
Pillar to post, there's no denial, I'm chasing ghosts. I'm like an outcast from pillar to post, hitting you up but I'm stuck on hold.
It's a gondola traffic jam.
Out there, where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me?
This is our first view of the whole Grand Canal in the daylight. We weren't able to see very much of it last night. And you can definitely see why there are a bunch of crowds in Venice. It's gorgeous. Busy, but gorgeous. So we're currently trying to walk from our apartment down to San Marco and St. Mark's Square. And it's supposed to be about a 15-minute walk or so. But we've already learned that you can find nothing in Venice, and Google Maps can't help you. You just kind of float over the top of the city. So we just turned down this street and we're met by a police officer just going, so now we've got to try another street.
The good thing is you do stumble upon pretty neat little squares and back alleys like the one we're walking through in the dark right now. So it is a worthwhile venture to go out and just kind of wander around. But it may take you longer than Google Maps says to get somewhere.
And even if you find something the night before, good luck finding it the next day.
I never understood a word they said.
So this is St. Mark's Square. If you're facing north, the cathedral is on your right. Doge's Palace is to the south. And the Career Museum is to your left.
Keep it up and standing tall. Why don't you stay, cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please stay, cause my heart really needs a man.
The one I was most excited about is anchovy because I haven't really ever had an anchovy before, and I think that's gorgonzola cheese. So let's give it a try here. That's really good. It's salty and creamy all at the same time.
So I'm getting ready to try a little octopus here, and I don't know what's inside it, if it's either part of the octopus or if it's stuffed with fish or something else, but we're going to give it a shot here and see what it tastes like. It's good. It's not rubbery, it's not tough. It's just tasty.
This pink frilly and decorative building is the Doge's palace. Because Venice, they like to be a little bit different. So instead of a king, they had a Doge. And for about 400 years, this was the center of the city's government.
I'm trying to make it up for my mistakes, but everywhere I turn, some hearts will break. Someone will end up getting hurt again. There's no need to play pretend.
So today, if you have a problem with somebody or someone in the government, you'd probably send an email or write a letter to a journalist. Back in Venice, you would just slide a note into this little mouth.
Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Stay here with me.
So if you were a good Doge, you got your picture on the wall. If you were a bad Doge, you were airbrushed from history.
So if the Doge and the council thought you were a bad person, you got sent to the dungeons.
Say that I was great, but I made too many mistakes. Your heart will break because of me, but I just want, you to stay. Why don't you stay? Oh, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Why don't you stay?
It's so disgusting because they're like flying rats and they're on your children. And this is a public service announcement to stop letting pigeons fly on your babies.
Someone will end up getting hurt again. There's no need to play pretend. Why don't you stay? Stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Stay here with me. You used to say that I was great, but I made too many mistakes. Your heart will break because of me, but I just want, you to stay. Why don't you stay? Oh, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Why don't you stay? Please stay, 'cause my heart really needs a man. Somewhere, somehow, I guess I lost it all. Stay here with me. Why don't you stay? Oh, stay, 'cause I could really use a friend.
So that restaurant back there, Pizzeria da Alvisa, just saved our lives. We did a lot this afternoon. After we went to the Doge's Palace, we took a walk all the way back up to the Rialto Bridge, and then got this cool idea to ride the boat down the Grand Canal, which took about 45 minutes or so. By then it was 8:30, and then we walked back into St. Mark's Square, which is beautiful at night. It's all lit up, there's orchestras playing, and then we decided it was time to get dinner. It's 9 o'clock at night, and people in Italy usually eat late. So we started looking for restaurants. We walked the entire 20 minutes back to where our apartment is, and we're striking out on places that were either full or wouldn't even really look at us when we came in the door. Finally got back to this restaurant and had a great meal. So now it's time for bed to get rest up for tomorrow.
Why don't you stay? Oh, stay, 'cause I could really